Hello and welcome to this video. Hello and welcome to this video. Here I will be explaining to you what you have to expect from the A1 exam and also what will be expected from you and what will be tested and what you need to know and be able to understand or say, for example, in order to receive A1 German exam certificate. In this video, we will start with the actual preparation for the exam. So here are some basic information. The exam will consist of 4 parts. So your listening comprehension will be tested, your reading comprehension, your writing skills and your speaking skills as well. Everything of the course A1 level. So don't worry, it is not expected from you that you understand complex or difficult text that you are able to speak very advanced or anything. It's very basic. We will see it throughout this course. We will do some sort of assignments from the exam and then you will see that it is quite easy. So the hearing part of German language A1 exam will be for 20 minutes. The reading part is for 25 minutes. The writing part you have 20 minutes for that and the speaking part is 15 minutes. And you will do it in a group. So these 3 first parts you do on your own. Okay, you will receive sheets with the assignments and also like paper. You can take down notes. You will also receive a sheet where you have to put your answers. I will also show it to you. Okay, so the last part, the speaking part, you will do it in a group. It will take around 15 minutes that are usually for people in this test, the speaking test. Okay, and there will be 2 examiners. When we get in the speaking preparation, I will give you more information just as for any of those other parts. And let's have a look here. So the A1 level, okay, though this is from the Goethe Institute, I have just translated it for you because it was just all written in German. So as you see here, ganz einfache Sprachkenntnisse. It is explained what you need to know in order to be on the A1 level. Okay, so that you can say I have the A1 level or I have completed it. So that are the very basic language skills. Okay, you can also do const. You can understand short simple questions, instructions, announcements and messages on the answering machine. Public announcements as well as short conversations and everyday situations, okay, that are very short. You will see that there are very short conversations that you have to listen to and understand what is being said. Okay, it is nothing long. As I told you, should you be worried or anything, because I often receive messages from the students and they are very nervous and don't know how to prepare and so on. That is why actually I did this course, because I received so many messages about the A1 certificate. That is the reason why I have prepared it and I have decided to do this course, because I think it will really help you a lot. And I see quite a lot of demand, and so you don't have to be very nervous. There will be basic questions, something like what is your hobby, or what are your working hours, or what do you do after work. Okay, that are the kind of questions that will be asked usually. Just need to know how to respond. And then the next point here, you can extract information which is relevant to you from written short messages. This is also part of the reading part. You also practice it. Okay, so you will see a short text. You have to extract information, even though dictionaries will not be allowed during the exam. Then some more points here. So you can name and understand numbers, quantities, times and places. It's more important to know how to say the time and to understand if somebody tells you what time it is. For that, you need to know the 24 hours as well as 12-hour clock, because we use in both in German. Because you need to know how to use that. Repeat it here in the course and understand numbers. Difficulties with the numbers, for example, please repeat them, because you will sometimes in the listening part you will hear numbers and prices and qualities and quantities and so on. Also sometimes like they will say also the hour, that can also happen, very likely to happen in the exam. So it is important to know the numbers as well. And the next one, you can fill out forms related to basic and personal information. This is as it is written here already. It is really basic, like you have to write how many people or the place where you live. You will also practice that here. You will need to write short messages of about 30 words. We will also practice there. You will also practice that here. Then you can introduce yourself in conversation and ask simple questions about yourself. Okay, this is also part of the exam. You need to know how to introduce yourself. Exam, you will get some words, so you know what you have. You know that you have a guideline like names, age, place, and where you live, the language you speak, and so on. So you will get this as a help, but you still need to formulate entire sentences. Okay, and they will also maybe ask some things like where are you from, for example, or what is your profession, or that could happen also, but very simple question. Okay, and then you can formulate common requests and demands in everyday life and react to them. Okay. So like requests like please give me a pen, something like this, for example. Okay, something from everyday life and also react on them. Okay, and so you will on the sheet where the questions are written, you can already write down the right answers. But it is super important that you please don't forget to write your answers on the answer sheet. So if it is like A, B, and C here, you put a cross. So as you see here, not like this, not like that. As you see here, not like this, not like that. Okay, you have to put a proper cross in the box, inside the box. Okay, this is super important because those answer sheets here, they are usually put in the machine and being corrected automatically, and the machine which is scanning them recognizes only like proper crosses. Okay, super important. And here there is another sheet of writing. This is where you will have to write a short text of 30 letters, of 30 words. Okay, around 30 words, quite short. And so here you have the hearing part, listen, reading part, and schreiben, the writing part. Like as you see here, the hearing part consists of 3 parts. The hearing part also they have 3 parts, 3 assignments. And the writing part consists of 2 assignments. Okay, with the writing part, it is for filling in a form like number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will in the information which will be asked. And here we will write the short letter, and here you don't have to do anything. Okay, because there is a written from Prüfer auszufüllen. The examiner has to fill this in. Okay, and the same counts for this one, because here the examiner is in the case for the tiles Y for the second part of the writing exam. The machine cannot do it. The examiner has to read through the text and give the points here, whether you understand it correctly, how many spelling mistakes you have, and whether the content is right, and so on. Here you have to write in Nachname, last name, Vorname, your first name, institution and art, like where you are taking text, post datum, and so on. Receive this also so that you know what to expect and what is coming up. Another sheet for the notes where you can just write your notes. And here again, Wörterbücher sind nicht erlaubt. Dictionaries are not allowed. So that was a short video just for you to know what to expect. Okay, some information, but I will explain more to you throughout the course. Okay, so some more information about each of these parts of the exams. Also, ich wünsche dir viel Erfolg. I wish you a lot of success. I am sure that you will pass the exam if you prepare well. Start with the preparation. Cheers.